Hey y'all, today is a very special day for me for a couple of reasons. It's my Bobby's birthday, and it's a standing request for his birthday meal. It's always goulash, has been since he was a little bitty tyke. So I think I got most of the stuff. I don't know. I've got a recipe for it, y'all, but you know, I free flow it and go by taste. And the other reason I'm excited is because my husband and his wife, Kelly, you know, George has done several videos with me.
Your husband?
Did I call him my husband, y'all?
Hey, Aunt Peggy.
My Aunt Peggy is contagious, y'all. I got what she's got. Her husband, my cousin George, has done several videos, as I just told y'all. But you've never seen Kelly because Kelly's always in Colorado working. You got your good deal there.
It was a good deal. It was a good deal.
So I'm so happy that I'm going to get to introduce Kelly to y'all. And listen, it's like yesterday. I remember her when she was like 17 years old. Honey, built like a brick house. Built like a brick house. And you know what? 50 years later, she still looks the same way.
Still standing.
Still. Lucky George.
Lucky me.
Lucky George. But Kelly has been a wonderful, wonderful partner for my cousin that I love so much.
50 years.
That's what I said, 50 years, yeah.
50 years.
And it was like yesterday you were 17.
Mm-hmm. Feels like it.
And you walked out in that swimsuit and I said, no way, Hosanna. So they've been here, you've been here about a week now, hadn't you? And they're fixing to head out. But I said, before y'all leave, please let me introduce Kelly to the world.
Thank you for having us, Paula. It's been such a great visit.
It has been
the time with you.
Thank you. I have,
Always.
well, thank you.
Food was delicious.
Good.
The pork chops, outstanding.
Farmer's pork chops.
Book one.
Was-
Original cookbook.
That's exactly right. And Kelly's mother
Yeah.
was the owner, the gifter of that recipe.
Yes.
She gave it to Kelly, and Kelly gave it to me when I was writing my first cookbook, because there's a lot of Kelly's recipes in my first cookbook, because she is a little bit more upscale than I am, you know. So I turned to her for the fancier dishes, although farmer's pork chops ain't a fancy dish. It's a comfort food.
Yes.
But anyway, y'all have my permission to leave now.
Well, get started. We'll see what you do, and then we'll get out of here.
Oh, okay. I'm making goulash.
I know it.
We want to watch.
I'm making goulash.
I
Okay.
can smell some of those things. Like I love to smell all those onions.
Well, that's what I'm fixing to do. I'm going to put a little butter in there so that my onions and garlic can cook. Look at those onions. And I'm not kidding. Bobby called me one day and he said, Mama, I want some goulash, so I'm going to try to make it. And he made it, and he said, it just wasn't like yours. Mama, it didn't taste as good as yours. I said, well, tell me what you did. And he said, well, I browned my meat and drained it. Okay, stop right there. That's your first mistake. Don't drain it, because fat is flavor. And unless it's real fatty meat, I do not drain it. So I'm going to cook those onions down some. And this is one of those dishes, y'all, that you can put anything you want to in it. But this is mainly Bobby's favorite things. And before it's over, I'll go over there to my seasoning drawer and I'll be pulling out something. Don't know what it'll be yet, because I hadn't tasted it. But I've got a pot over here with trying to boil this water, because I like to cook my macaroni noodles separate. Because sometimes when you cook your macaroni in with your meat and all your sauces, it takes it a long time to get tender. So I've found that works best for me, but you can make up your own mind about how you want to do it. All right, we got George and Kelly in the car, and they're off. And So now I'm back to my Bobby's birthday meal, his favorite goulash. So I got my onions, pretty tender. So now I'm gonna add my ground beef. And I don't like it, I like kind of chunks. I like to know that you're getting some meat. I don't like it, just squished to death. So, there's you another onion, Eddie. So there's gonna be plenty of leftovers for Bobby to enjoy. And he can put it in I might leave that a little bit for Lulu. She just loves ground beef. So that's like plenty of ground beef. And my little baby girl will get this. No fat has cooked out of the hamburger yet, so I'm gonna add just a little touch of olive oil, probably a tablespoon, just so that meat will have an easier time to move around in the pan. Righty, y'all, my ground beef is cooking down, so I'm gonna add just a couple of things right now. I love soy sauce. I like soy sauce better than I do Worcestershire for this, but it's all about your tongue, not mine. All right, fresh garlic. So those flavors can be cooking in. I'm gonna go ahead and put some Italian seasoning in. And I actually use a good bit of this, so I'm probably throwing in like 2 tablespoons. I'm gonna go ahead and add my bay leaf so those flavors can get to going. And this is my house seasoning. So I'm gonna go ahead and season that some. And then I'm gonna let it go back to getting all those flavors in that meat. And it doesn't look like it's got a lot of fat in it. I think that was ground chuck, wasn't it, Teresa?
No, that's plain raw meat.
Oh, okay. Because I know one of the grocery stores had ground chuck marked on. So, we're getting closer. Okay, y'all. Our macaroni is nice and cooked. So I'm gonna let that strain, get that juice out of there. There we go. Now I'm gonna start adding my liquids to Bobby's goulash. Oops, oops, oops. I'm stepping on my own toes, y'all. This is some crushed tomatoes that I had opened and didn't need all of it because it was a big can. So I just put it in the freezer. So that's good. We're gonna finish using that. I like the crushed tomatoes because it really, it blends in well with the meat. But I did get some tomato sauce, and I got some, I'm gonna go, because I bought some petite diced tomatoes, and I like those for the goulash, so I'm gonna get those. So I had bought petite diced tomatoes with basil, garlic, and olive oil. So I just like the smaller diced. So, ouch. So again, they give us an option. And I'm gonna put juice and all in there. So see, those are a nice cross between the crushed tomatoes. Can you see those, Eddie, in the pot? And the regular diced tomatoes. So those are really nice. Okay. And now I think I'm gonna put a can of the tomato sauce instead of the other diced tomatoes. I don't know why I don't get an electric can opener. Do you, Eddie? Because it might be too easy. Okay, let's see. You have to be so careful because I've cut myself on those lids before. Oh, and it hurts. It hurts so bad. Okay, look, that's looking very, very good. But I'm going to let that cook for a while before we add our macaroni noodles because those are nice and done. So I think that's it. I mean, I'm going to go over here to my spice cabinet and probably get some like onion powder, garlic powder, just to make sure it's got that punch. We want to have that punch. Everything in here, y'all, I hadn't tasted it yet, but I'll adjust my seasonings. But I'm probably going to let this cook for about an hour. And then I'll be adding my noodles somewhere between now and an hour. Look at that, y'all. Our goulash is a cooking. And I actually got them kind of low. All right, so you see the little pieces of fat in there? That's what makes it good. It's not too much, but just enough to flavor it. All right, so I've been cooking it, maybe 30 minutes, right, Eddie?
Yeah.
Something like that. So now I'm going to add our macaroni noodles. I didn't rinse them, so they kind of stuck together. So it's your personal preference. Personally, I like a lot of pasta in this. But if you like more meat, that's what you do. But this pasta is going to soak up. It's going to soak up a lot of that juice. So I think I'm going to add another little handful. I could get some butter out, put on these noodles, and eat the rest of them. Oh, I was going to slip me one, but it's sticky. Okay. So probably about 30 more minutes. And we're going to call it goulash. Okay, y'all, it's time to finish up my baby's goulash for his birthday dinner. And I looked at it a second ago, so I actually added a little hot water to it because I used almost every one of those noodles and they sucked up that juice quickly. So I'm going to give this a taste. And then I've got everything that I think over here that it might need that I will. It's hot. It's good. But it definitely needs some salt. So instead of adding a whole bunch of salt, I'm going to put in my beef base. And that's going to help richen that up. And it will also bring some salt to the party. So that has to kind of melt. And I've got some minced garlic, so I think I'm going to put a little bit of that in there because I always like it. And I've been debating about if it needs more Italian seasoning. And this is just onion powder. What is this over here I got? Oh, I got some minced onion. So if I got it, I can use it. All right, now I'm going to stir this all up and give it another taste. And it's going to take out, may have to add a little bit more hot water or tomato juice would work real good. I just want to make sure that that beef base is totally, okay, that's meat. All right, another little taste. Do we have any tomato juice, Eddie?
I don't think so.
Or V8 juice? Because that would be, if yours gets too thick, that would be a nice liquid to thin it out a little bit with. Much better. Y'all, I think I've got this just the way I want it, but I'm going to come in and add just some kosher salt. Not too much, because my Bobby doesn't like salt as much as his mother. He's going to love his birthday present. You know what? Bobby's double nickels. He's not. Is he 56?
He's double nickels right now.
Oh, my son, my children, how are my children getting so old? They're almost older than their mother. I don't get it. 56. That means in 3 months, Jamie will be 59. I can't believe it. We'll be the same age. So try Bobby's favorite dish, his goulash. And most children really like it. Most kids. So happy birthday to my Bobby, and love and best dishes to y'all.
Hey y'all, it's Paula Deen. Now, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it and click the subscribe button as well as the notification bell to be alerted when I post a video. Love and best dishes, y'all.